I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one, but baby.
In today's video, we're going to be testing the Pam app by Pamela Reif. And you may or may not know that I love testing fitness apps and nutrition apps and seeing what the best one is out there. So I thought, why not do the Pam app, because it's recently come out. So that is exactly what we're doing in today's video. So let's get to it. So the Pam app is a fitness and nutrition app and contains a ton of quick, easy and healthy recipes. So I was really keen to test out some of the recipes from this app and see whether I actually like it, because the thing is with healthy foods is that sometimes they just taste a little bit bland and a little bit weird, and my favorite type of healthy foods is like unhealthy versions of food made healthy. Like that for me is what I absolutely love. Like I want something to taste so good that you don't even know it's healthy, and that's kind of the vibe I got from this app, is that the food is gonna be delicious and tasty but also be healthy. So that's kind of what I was expecting, and I was super excited and keen to just give them a go. So the first recipe we're going to be testing out is the chocolate chip cookies. Now these look so good and I was really excited to try them because they look like super healthy cookies, but I just wanted to see if they actually tasted nice.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more.
So when you go to the recipe section of the app, you basically just get a full list of tons of different recipes, and it also does have a filtering section. So when you go to filter the recipes, you've got vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, lactose-free, a ton of different dietary requirements you can filter by, which I think is great, because a couple of apps I tried previously, you can only filter by vegan or vegetarian or just like a standard diet. There are a ton of different features, even low carb, low sugar, low calorie, high protein, no bananas even. Like she has literally thought of everything when it comes to this filtering feature, which I think is great. And also she's added a filter for cooking time less than 30 minutes or less than 15 minutes, which I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to lunchtime, like when I'm working from home at the moment, so when it comes to lunchtime, I don't have a lot of time to cook something from scratch, and having that feature where you can pick really quick recipes is really great. So really like that, really enjoy it. And also another really cool thing that I think is great is the heart section. So you can see how many people have hearted the recipes and liked the recipes, so you can see which ones are super popular, which ones people haven't really tested or liked as much. So yeah, I think that's such a cool feature as well. So these are fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna leave them to cool for a little bit and then give them a little taste test. I'm so excited, they smell so good. Smell a bit like banana bread, to be honest, but I'm not surprised because there was so much banana in them. So yeah, I'll wait for them to cool and then we'll come back. So I'm gonna give it a little taste test.
Quite nice.
They're well nice. I like those.
What chocolate did you put in it? Just chocolate chips?
So Jasper's gonna give one of these little cookies a bite. Nice.
Tastes a bit like banana bread. But a little bit less banana.
Yeah. Now, if you follow Pamela Reif on YouTube, she has a whole library of workouts, like tons and tons of different workouts, which are mainly the real-time workouts. So you can literally work out alongside her. And during the lockdowns and during quarantine, I definitely gave quite a few of those a go on her YouTube channel. So that kind of made me super excited to give the app a go. And I didn't really know what to expect with the fitness side of the app. Was she gonna bring out like a workout plan that you could follow? Or was it gonna be a library of these real-time workouts? But as soon as you go on the app, you can see that it's basically all her YouTube videos in one place, so you can literally just click on them and give the workout a little go. And the benefit of having all her videos on the app is that they've actually added this filter feature, so you can filter the workouts according to what you want. So you can pick a HIIT workout, you can pick an upper body workout, and it kind of just makes picking a workout so much easier than just scrolling through all her videos on her YouTube channel, which I think is a great idea. And since having this app, I have actually done that. I've used the filter feature and picked HIIT workouts or picked upper body workouts, and I found that so useful. So I think it is a great way of actually finding workouts that you want to do rather than just going to our YouTube channels. So yeah, even though it's not like a specific workout plan, like other apps I've tried do that, will just show you kind of like an 8-week plan. This is what you got to do. Whereas hers is still true to what she's known for, her real-time workouts, which I really think is a great idea. Another good thing about this workout feature is that you can plan your workouts in, schedule them for set days, or alternatively follow Pam's own workout, because she has included what she would typically do within a week. I mean, if you don't really like real-time workouts and just prefer to follow like a simple typed out plan, then this app is definitely not going to be for you. But if you like working out alongside someone, then you're going to love this. Like me personally, especially when we're working out from home and we can't go to the gym here in the UK, like it's so nice just to feel that little bit of extra motivation from working out alongside someone. So yeah, that is the workout section. Super simple. So the one thing that I really did like about the recipe section is that you can literally plan all your meals out using this app. Like you can add specific recipes to specific days, and basically you just plan out your whole week. Or if you don't want to do that, you can actually use Pam's own meal plan. So that basically says you can copy her meal plan for the week, which I think is cool as well, because it kind of gives you like a bit more guidance than just being like, what do I even add to Monday? Do you know what I mean? So I really like that. So the next recipe we are going to be trying is the minced beef stir fry. Apparently this is a men's favourite. We will put that to the test. We're going to test it on my boyfriend as well. He's actually going to be trying all the recipes if you haven't seen that from the first clip.
I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one, but baby, I saw you.
So I don't have any courgette, so I'm just gonna whack in some onion just as like a little extra veggie, because they didn't have any courgette in the supermarket, so that is what we are gonna put in instead, just as some more vegetables. So yeah, let's do that. And one thing I also did notice from the start is that you can add the ingredients from the recipes into the shopping list, and you can also type in your own ones to add into the list, so you can fully make your shopping list from this. But one thing I did notice when using this is it doesn't give you quantities. So you can add things to the list, but it won't tell you how much you need. So a couple of the recipes I added contained oats, and it still just said oats, like it didn't give you like a quantity. So it'd be quite cool in the shopping list if it shows you sort of like what quantities you needed, especially when it's like banana, like how many bananas do I need when I'm at the shop sort of thing. So I think that is one thing that's missing, is the quantities. So yeah, I feel like the shopping list is great, but it kind of needs a few little tweaks on there. So yeah, I think for me, like personally, I'd really like to have the quantities, but apart from that, love the feature. And I also think another thing for the shopping list is if it kind of like grouped the products into where they are in the supermarket. I think I've said this about previous apps before and their sort of shopping list feature, but if you could have like a section where it's like fruit and veg and would list all the fruit and veg items underneath there, and like meats and frozen food, like if you could sort of separate it out like that, I think that would be such a cool idea. So we've decided to mix the mince back in with the veggies. Jasper's not impressed that it doesn't have any sauce with this recipe. He's a bit worried it's going to be a bit dry, so we shall see.
Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like plain rice with mince and some veg, it's going to be a bit like...
Yeah, we'll see. So guys, this is what it should look like, and this is what we've created. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like the picture. I feel like they have more mince there and we've got more rice. Yeah, this is what we have produced anyway. We're going to give it a taste test. I mean, it does look a little bit dry, so maybe we need to add something to the top, but we'll see. What do you think? I think it's quite bland. Like, it actually tastes quite nice, but it's just literally rice, beef, veggies. Like, I feel like we need some seasoning. I mean, it did say at the bottom you can add some seasoning to it if you want.
Yeah, I feel like if you season the beef, it'd be bad.
Yeah, I feel like we need to season the beef, but...
And I've probably got bit too much rice. But I
definitely think I overdid it with the rice. Yeah, it's not that bad, is it? I would never think to make this, I don't know why.
If I was on like some mad clean eating person.
Yeah, it's definitely like a clean meal.
I could eat it. No, it's not like, oh god.
No. I think I might add some sauce to mine though.
Not a lot going on.
No, I feel like I need to just add some sauce and then we'll all be good. So one other thing that I really like about the app is that you can change the number of portions and up the quantities of the ingredients just by using the little plus button, and it automatically just changes the quantity of ingredients you need, which I find is so useful because, like, especially for me, like if I just want to cook one portion just for myself, or I want to cook 4 portions, or it just makes my life so much easier and I don't need to add them up, or I don't need to get my calculator out, do you know what I mean? So yeah, really appreciate having that feature, and I haven't actually really seen that in an app before, and I think it's a fabulous idea. Generally I found the recipes quite easy to follow, didn't find any sort of typos or anything like that. Now all the recipes do contain their nutritional information, but it is kind of hidden a little bit, so if you don't actually like looking at the nutritional information and you do find it quite damaging, it's not straight in your face. There's a couple of apps I tried that that when you're actually scrolling the recipes, it's so in your face, the amount of calories, and that can be quite off-putting for people and quite damaging mentally. So the good thing is that the nutritional information is there, but you have to slide across to see it, and it's not just calories, it's actually the protein, carbohydrates, fiber, it's the full work. So you don't have to worry about putting all the ingredients into MyFitnessPal. You literally have all the nutritional information there right at your fingertips, which I think is great. I think definitely a fitness and health app should contain the nutritional information, but be kind of hidden a little bit, and I think she's done a great job. So it's there if you want it, but it's not straight in your face all the time. The next recipe we are going to be trying is the oat crumble bites with blueberries. Now these kind of gave me like flapjack vibes, like they looked really nice, so I was very excited to try these.
You say it's special, one of a kind, one of the best.
Within each recipe, Pamela actually gives you kind of like a little story behind the recipe, and I think it's such a cute idea. It kind of makes it feel more personal, and you can kind of get to know her a little bit better. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the price of the app. Now the app is £2.29 per month if you pay for the monthly subscription, which is what I did, and that is honestly so cheap compared to some fitness apps. Like, I know you are accessing a library of workouts that is already available for free on her YouTube, but the thing is £2.29 for a ton of different recipes actually really affordable compared to other apps that I've seen. For example, previously on my channel I've reviewed the Sarah's Day Sunny app, and that is, I think it's £30 for 3 months, so it works out about £10 a month, but you can't pay for it monthly. And compared to this, like, this is so much more affordable, which I think is great. I feel like £2.29, like, I'd spend that on a Starbucks sort of thing. I spend more than that on a Starbucks. So yeah, I think it's a really, really great price. And obviously if you want to pay annually, you get it a lot cheaper as well. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the price for what you get. You get a whole library of recipes, and also having the filtering options and stuff like that I think is really cool. So yeah, generally really happy with the app. Also, another thing is that you get new recipes every single month. So you're just going to get more recipes as the months go on. So I think that is one good thing about the app, is that because you are paying monthly, like each month you will be getting new recipes to try. I'm not quite sure if I've done this right. I've just put it in literally the middle of some baking paper. So hopefully that will turn out all right, but it doesn't actually say like what size tray to use or anything, so hopefully it will turn out all right. But let's pop it in the oven and see what it's like. These are the oat crumble bites with blueberries, so we're gonna give it a little taste test and see what it's all about. Either I made them wrong or they're just really bland. I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan. Let me try a bit with the blueberry in. The bit with the blueberry in is really nice, but it's just really bland and really dry. So yeah, not the biggest fan of those. Did I miss out any ingredients? I feel like I'm missing out like something, because mine definitely do not look anything like that. So yeah, I don't know what I've done wrong, but maybe I need to add more banana. I feel like that's a no from me. Probably won't make those again, but it was nice to try something different. But yeah, a bit of a fail for me, but I mean, if you like that sort of thing, like, they're not super sweet, so some people do really like that. So I just think, for me personally, either I've done something wrong or they're just not particularly nice. It's like a oat crumble blueberry flapjacky type vibe. Just a bit dry and like not sweet.
It's really dry.
That's what it said to be though, like in the recipe, like to keep it like dry, and I don't know, it's just not very sweet.
Oh, not a fan of that.
Nah. So one of my favourite meals to have is anything containing pasta. Like, I love pasta. I'd have it with every meal if I could. Like, it's one of my favourites. So I thought, you know what? Let's search up pasta in the app and see what pasta recipes they are. So they do have a search feature, so you can search through all the recipes, and it just says, what would you like to eat, and give it a search. So I decided to type in pasta, and 2 recipes came up, and I have to say I was a little bit disappointed that there was only 2 recipes containing pasta. Like, I love my pasta, so personally for me I was a little bit disappointed, but you know, you can't please everyone, and not every person is gonna love pasta like I do. So I thought it was only right that I give one of the pasta recipes a little test and see whether it's any good, because I feel like for me, pasta is way to my heart and I just love it. So we are going to be testing the whole grain pasta with creamy veggie sauce. Now I did have to adapt this a little bit, but I will show you in the clips the things that I've adapted. So yeah, let's get to it. Also within the app there is a blog section. Pretty much most of the blogs from what I can see are actually written by Pam, and there are actually a ton of them in there already, which I think is great. And especially when I'm pretty sure the app's only been out for less than a month now, or about a month, there are quite a few blog posts to read through. I actually read a couple of these when I was waiting for my recipes to cook, but I wouldn't actually really go onto this app and intend to read them. It's kind of just like a pastime for me. So for me personally, like, it doesn't really bother me if these are here or not, but I know a lot of people love blogs and love reading about health and nutrition. There is quite a bit of reading here to keep you busy, and I don't know how often she's actually going to upload to the blog, but in the home feed it does seem to notify you when there is a new blog post out for you to read. So if you're into that sort of thing and you like Pamela's style of writing and you like reading about health and nutrition, then there is a section for that as well. But for me personally, that doesn't really add anything to me. Like, I probably wouldn't read it that much, so just being completely honest there. So my pasta looks very different to the one here because I don't like olives, so I left those out, and also I just used gluten-free pasta instead of the whole grain spaghetti. So yeah, it looks a little bit different, but we're just gonna give it a little taste test. It smells a little bit odd, not gonna lie, because the sauce is literally carrots and potatoes, so I have no idea what this is gonna taste like, but we shall give it a go. Oh, that is strange, because it just tastes like carrots. It's like, reminds me a bit like soup on top of pasta. Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know, I'm not sure I like that, to be honest. It's a bit strange. I mean, it was nice to try, but potatoes and carrots as sauce was really weird, and it just tastes so strongly of carrots. So maybe with like extra things like the olives and stuff like that, like it wouldn't taste just like carrots, but this just literally tastes like carrots. I'm gonna get my boyfriend Jasper to give it a little taste test. Gonna give it a taste test.
It's alright.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Do you think it just tastes like carrot?
No.
Oh, do you not? I think the sauce.
Where's the carrot?
It's in the sauce.
I like blended carrot.
It's blended carrot and potato. What do you think? There's something nothing. Bit weird.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah, I think it's not really my vibe.
No.
Apparently it's meant to have like olives in as well, which obviously we don't like olives, so I left it out. So yeah.
That's a bit weird, man.
The last recipe we're going to be trying is the raw brownies with hemp protein. Now again, I did kind of adapt these a little bit, but yeah, I'll show you what those turned out like. Right now I'm standing in. So this looks kind of disgusting, but this is the date paste that I have made. So I'm going to add all the other ingredients and then blend it all up again. But it was actually quite hard to blend dates in a NutriBullet. I don't know if I needed to add more liquid, but I feel like it turned out alright. So the next ingredient on the list is protein, but I don't actually have any hemp protein. And it does say you can order it online at the bottom of this. It gives you kind of like a tip of where to find like weird ingredients like hemp protein. But I have 3 huge tubs of just like standard protein, so I don't really want to buy another like tub of another protein. So, but I'm just going to add this one, which is chocolate chip, to this, and hopefully it goes all right with it, but we shall see. It's all about testing these things out. Also just going to add in some cacao powder. It does say cocoa powder, but it says like a raw cocoa powder, which I'm pretty sure is what cacao is, so I'm going to add that, and also some sea salt. I didn't actually realise you don't need the oven for this one, which is good. So we're just going to put it in the freezer. It says to use baking paper, put it in a bowl and then add the dough on top, but I'm just going to use cling film because it's just going in the freezer. So I'm running low on baking paper, so... So these are the brownies. They don't look like the picture. I think I've made mine too thin for like the amount I've made, and they're so sticky. Like I literally cannot get them off the plate. So give me a second. Right, I feel like I've definitely made these wrong because they're literally so sticky. So they actually taste so nice. Like the flavour is so nice, but they're literally not a brownie, they're just mush. It's a bit of a fail. Don't know what I've done wrong. I feel like maybe it was the protein I used, or maybe I missed out an ingredient or something. I think I followed it all right though. But yeah, literally so sticky. So maybe I'll put those back in the freezer and see if they harden up anymore. Also, one other thing that I think would add quite a lot to this recipe section in the app is if you could have videos, like quick 60-second videos. That I've seen a lot of these sort of style on Instagram of just like showing you how to make the recipes would be so cool. I think that would really add a lot to it, because partway through some of the recipes I was a bit like, am I even doing this right, sort of thing. And I think because it is an app and you can add so many different features and it's not just like a recipe book, having like a mini video showing you how to exactly make it, I think would be such a cool idea. So I think if a video section could be added to the recipes within the app, I think that would really add a lot of value, especially to someone like me, because I am not the best chef. I'm just an ordinary girl that wants to try and eat healthy, but to be honest, like, I like super quick and simple meals. And yeah, I honestly, sometimes I just have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen, just being completely honest. So I think having like mini videos or something like that would be quite cool. And another thing that I have noticed is that there is a start cooking section. So when you actually start cooking, it kind of comes up with the steps one by one, and also your phone doesn't go dim or anything like that, so you can literally have the recipe step by step open in front of you, so it makes it so easy to do. So yeah, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, you probably saw my reaction to most of the food, and I'm gonna be honest, like, I wasn't overwhelmed by it. Like, it wasn't anything spectacular, and the recipes I tried, I don't know how to even describe it, it just wasn't anything like I loved. Like, the food was nice, some of the food wasn't really my vibe, but just I don't know, there was nothing spectacular that I had created. Now, don't get me wrong, I only tried a select few of the recipes from the app, and there are hundreds of different ones to try. At least 3 of the recipes I wasn't the biggest fan of, and I definitely wouldn't make again. So kind of just puts me off the app a little bit, because especially when you're creating something from scratch, is that you want it to taste nice. And I know you can't create a recipe that every single person is gonna like, but the fact that at least 3 of them I didn't really like that much, it kind of tainted my view of the app a little bit, because the thing is, the main thing that I'm here for is the recipes, and that's basically what I feel like I'm paying for. Because the ones I tried I didn't really like, it kind of just makes me a little bit disappointed. And the fact that it wasn't just one of the recipes I didn't really like quite a few of them I didn't really like, so kind of puts me off trying other ones because I just don't want them to fail. So yeah, I don't know whether her style of cooking is just not for me, or just the recipes in general just are not for me. And I know taste is subjective, like, some people are gonna absolutely love that stuff, but do I think it's worth the money? Yes. For £2.29 there are tons of features on there, which I think is really good, and you get a ton of recipes on there that are healthy. I'm a little bit skeptical whether I'm gonna like many of the recipes, but we just gotta taste test them all. And I think for £2.29, if you don't like the recipes, you can always cancel after a month. Yes, also, if you don't even want to pay £2.29, you can test some of the free recipes. There's some recipes on there that are already unlocked, even if you don't pay for the subscription, so you may as well just give those a go. But that is it from me, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it does really support my channel, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. And other than that, hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I shall see you all again very, very soon. Bye!